Hello, welcome to Lunch with the Boys on Saturday, May 16th. The PGA Championship is off and running. Some early fireworks for Chris Kirk, close friends and family. Michael Kim out hot. Course discourse continues unabated. Joined by Joseph LaMagna, PJ Clark. Boys, how are we doing as CBS gets ready to take over at the I believe the top of the hour at 1:00. I think they're on then. How are we doing?
Hi, PJ. PJ, how you doing? What's on your mind?
I'm just happy McLaren made it out of the compound this morning. I think that's what they call it in F1. They made it out of the stables, and Rosie's firing early. So I'm happy McLaren didn't take the week off like they did in Miami.
As for me, I'm honestly not sure how I'm doing. I haven't refreshed how much skill is being rewarded in the last 10 minutes, so I need to check how I'm doing. It's hard to tell when you're watching a tournament if it's a good tournament or not, so I need to go just kind of check on the skill coefficient, and then I'll get back to you.
You're worked up, LaMagna. You're angry. As someone who gets in the weeds, might have your own models, do your own data, but also can write quite eloquently about enjoying the game. I think, and that's not to pin data boys in a corner. I think that too often people blame data boys for being unable to enjoy the game and like what they like about it. And I'm not saying you're the only one. I think the guys at Data Golf are really good guys and sharp too, actually.
Agree.
This is not putting anyone specifically out. I think there's just generally become an analysis that, well, let me check the graphs first, or let me check the crosstabs first before I can understand what I'm watching, before I can not understand, maybe to understand. Understand's the wrong verb there. Better understand, but whether I like it or not, whether I appreciate it or not, I think that's the problem, right? And then we look at that first, watch, look, then append, like or dislike at the end. And that's not how probably the judgment process should go. But he's scoring more easily. Scoring is easier here. There are lower scores available, I should say, to be more precise, early on Saturday. That may not last through the afternoon with the leader still a couple hours away and win predicted maybe to come up. But what do you make of this setup? What do you make of the earlier scores? Is it fine? Is it changing? Is it, are you losing respect for this PGA? Where are you at?
I think we need to let today play out before drawing any big conclusions.
No, that's not allowed. You're not allowed. That's not allowed.
I'm not punching.
We're joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
How dare you
You're
let
supposed
context
to tweet
happen? You need to refresh and get the graph and put it out there as soon as you can.
Hey, as a point on this, people freaked out about the pin sheet last night. Like, oh my God, Kerry Haig is choosing violence. This is going to be worse than even the previous 2 days. Then, Ken Brown goes out and does this video on 8 being impossible. There's no way they can get it. Within 5 minutes, Nico Højgaard hit it to 2 feet, and Bezuidenhout hit it to 3. So, I thought it was a cool illustration of the slopes around the green, but the conclusions that, we're done, no one can get it here, are where we're getting into trouble. And so your point, Joseph, we're letting it play out probably makes sense.
Yeah, I think a little more of that attitude could have been used over the last 2 days, frankly. That all this concern about, well, this leaderboard isn't skilled enough, just give it till Sunday night. And I think that is where some people have shared, I think, Brendan, you received similar messages. How are people complaining about this one? We find a way to complain about every kind of setup. And if we had set it up a lot easier the last 2 days, we might have, okay, let's say we used easier hole locations. Conditions were still the same. We might have a slightly more quote unquote skilled leaderboard, but it wouldn't have been more fun to watch. We just need to let this tournament play out. The talent is going to rise to the top. Any of this concern over the last 2 days that it isn't a skilled enough leaderboard, it isn't a separated enough leaderboard, give it till Sunday night. I think this golf course is going to acquit itself. The only other thing I'll say is there is a substantive critique that you can hit the ball anywhere off of the tee. Called that out coming into the tournament. It was going to be true, and it's going to be true again today, that you can get pretty wide out here. That's not a setup issue. That there's nothing they really could do to Aronimink other than put some hazards out there, right? You could put some rivers in or something if you were going to go crazy, you really cared about this, like that's a legitimate critique. At this one, you can spray it, and guys are spraying it near the top of the leaderboard. But that is not a setup critique. That is a function of the golf course, which I think is doing a really good job. I'm very pro Ronimink, despite it not checking that box.
I think I don't understand how people are saying it's a bad leaderboard or it's a bad tournament because Alex Smalley and Maverick McNeely and Potty are leading. When you have, it's not like the horses are not coming. I mean, Rory's loitering, Brooks is loitering, Cam, Scotty, Goddard, Hideki, all of these big names
coming.
It's just inevitably are going to get themselves back into the mix. They're not too far back. Even if Rory was too far back, he's not anymore. Like the top of the leaderboard on Saturday morning, we've seen it 1,000 times. Honestly, like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter as long as there's enough horses close enough behind to close the gap. And we're already seeing that. And it's not even 1 o'clock yet.
PJ, you know how many times you could just screen grab a 36-hole leaderboard and look at it and say, wow, this is very dense and not what I expected. And there's not the best players in the world at the top. You could do that at so many
majors, 3 out of 4 majors every year.
Yeah, I've just found the discourse to be very disingenuous the last couple days, and not entirely. Like I think there are people who maybe were just sitting at home watching and like, yeah, I feel like this is missing something. I get it, but the overwhelming like this isn't correlated with skill enough, therefore I'm not enjoying it. I think it's been the best 2 days of the PGA that I can remember. I have enjoyed this PGA more than Kiowa, the first 2 days of Kiowa.
I'd say that's part of the marker for recent ones that were more certainly distinct and enjoyable.
I mean, Kiowa had Kevin Streelman at the top of the leaderboard. We want to talk about random people.
It happens. Phil won.
right.
5,000 to 1.
Barely a professional golfer anymore.
Padraig Harrington finished in the top 10. Like, this happens.
Rory's 2 under through 8 holes. Could have been better. Could have been a lot better. It feels like I know that's sort of saying like, oh, I left him out there. Could have been this. Could have been that. But certainly was showing that you know if you're. It seems like the putts that are like 5 feet, 6 feet are really messing with these guys, right? Even the guys who are good putters, and that's I don't know if that's a de-skilling something, but it certainly could have been a little bit better, barring a few of those. Are we seeing a situation where the young guys, I got someone text me this morning, like this could be a Berger Finau Shinnecock situation if the wind does come up and the flags are whipping a little bit. I just don't think that's the case. I think people were reacting to Michael Kim being 5 under through 8 and just going like, oh, well, we're going to have this situation where a bunch of guys who are out before lunch play their way into the top 15. All the other guys just battle to shoot 70. I don't think that's going to happen. But it could be more challenging for the later tee times. Certainly plenty of time for these guys. Rory,
I need to refresh the forecast, but I don't think it's not supposed to be that windy. Unless
I think it just firms out. Obviously, as the day goes along a little bit more, but no. I
think there's enough top flight talent near the top of the board that we will have a totally respectable final group or two of real players. I'm not worried about somebody, Chris Kirk, putting up a number. Obviously, he's going to be in the conversation now, inevitably, unless he bombs out here. But I'm not worried about a Berger Finau situation at the moment.
Do you like this more or less than the prior 2 days? What you've seen so far, Joseph, or you're just not
definitely
passing a judgment yet?
Less what I've seen so far, but again, part of this, and I think this is the source of a lot of my frustration, is that the last 2 days they got like ideal conditions for testing professional golfers, and there's only so much you can do. I think they capitalized on it. So the fact that they got any blowback Thursday, Friday, when I think they did an excellent job with setup, we got really hard conditions. It materialized how it was supposed to the last 2 days. I don't know that there's a whole lot more they could do today. Like if they get easy scoring conditions, guys are going to score. That's what the players coming into this tournament were talking about, that they thought that they were going to tear it to shreds. Those guys weren't wrong. The discourse has flipped a lot because we got really hard conditions the last 2 days, even harder than forecast. So I think there's some stuff the PGA probably could have done to make the setup a little harder. Like the setup on 13, the short 4, they've set it at 290. The pin's basically in the middle of the green. I know they're trying to encourage fireworks. That looks pretty soft to me. There's some other hole locations that look a little soft. So yeah, I think there's a chance by the end of today we're looking at this, scratching our
I
heads
mean,
a little bit at some of the setup decisions. But overall, we just need to let this one play out.
13, why not try it? Like what I know it does. It's shading too soft, is what you're saying. But 1 day out of 4, 282 is it off the tee, I believe. But also, like the pin isn't necessarily hidden there. It kind of can just send it into the middle, the spine there.
Yeah, I'd
Center.
like to see a little more thought on the tee shot, but
Yeah. I mean, everybody's just kind of hitting a nice little fade, and it's running in there nicely. It's obviously not a driver for most everybody there. It's kind of closer to a par 3. What else you got early Saturday? Any other thoughts? Cameron, how we feeling about Cameron?
how do you feel, PJ? I'm pretty. He's in it, right in it.
Yeah, he hasn't played well. Like and he's in it. It would be great to turn it on today. I mean, I would welcome that change. But I feel like he's not the only one. Like Rahm is right there, Scotty, like all of these guys, Justin Thomas. Like there is enough here that hasn't got out yet that one of these guys puts up a 65, and this whole thing could be different.
Also, to get at and not to belabor the skill point, but I also think it's worth calling out that some of these guys at the top of the leaderboard are really good golfers. Like Alex Smalley is having a very strong season. And so I think if there are casual golf fans, probably not people necessarily watching this who pay attention to the game a little more closely, but a casual golf fan probably turns on the PGA is like, who's Alex Smalley? Maybe even see some of the discourse around the skill not being rewarded enough and thinks that Alex Smalley is like a total no name on the PGA Tour. Alex Smalley is playing very good golf this season. Maverick McNeely, obviously, like a good player. Hasn't done well in majors, but he's a good player. Even Max Grazerman. You talk about guys who get in the mix in tournaments. Max Grazerman's been a runner-up on the PGA Tour several times in some relatively high-profile situations, like at the Wyndham with the Kuchar year, with the
tutored by Matt Kuchar, took him under his wing. Yeah.
The Rocket Mortgage. Like Max Grazerman's a good player. He's having a horrible year. I saw that he switched drivers coming into. Did you see that quote? He was like, I switched drivers coming in. I just decided to play a totally different shot shape. I've been playing a fade, committed to hitting a draw this week. So, like, point being, there's a lot of talent near the top of the leaderboard. And I'm not. So, how do I feel about Cam? Like, he's one of a bunch of golfers with a chance. So, I don't think his chances are that high. But, I mean, I feel good about his chances to play well.
I think you also see probably a different crucible or for some of these guys too, right? A different sort of cauldron, I should say, for Smalley, even McNeely, right? I mean, it's a different thing. Now you're the last group off on CBS at a major championship. We'll see. Could go just dandy. Commenter asked where Tommy Tables is hitting the casinos. I'll say this: Valley Forge Casino is where the media hotel and where the parking is, and I had to go there. Bleak, dire scene there. So that's maybe where he's going. It's about 20 minutes north. Anything else for Saturday, or do we need to check the graphs first? I think Spencer Hall, who I used to work with, obviously one of the more brilliant media minds, brilliant people, used to talk about like, hey, like, call out the frauds when they're trying to pull one over on us. He didn't say this, is my paraphrasing part of this. Like when they're bad actors and frauds, we don't need to do their work for them. But our job is to be like sports appreciation machine. And that was the phrase, sports appreciation machine. I feel like we've gotten a little too lost in the sauce on deciding whether it's a good golf course or not based on graphs or what the stats are telling me, or whether like the gambling previews have played out in the way that we thought, whether the number on the leaderboard is too high, is it too low, how did we get there? Like, it just like kind of appreciate what we've watched for a couple of days. And I think the same marching order should be the case tonight, this afternoon.
Yeah, I think I've seen from some mainstream sports people who aren't engaged at all in the Discord, like Sam Vecini, the NBA draft guy.
Smart guy.
Quote tweeting like, this has been a really enjoyable major championship. Like, kind of understand some of the criticism, but I've loved it. And it's like, yeah, that's what a major championship is. It's different tests each time. I think this has been a really, really fun 2 days. I don't think they've ruined it with the setup today. Time will tell, but it's been an awesome major championship. I think we need to stop finding every little reason to nitpick a setup to death.
Okay. Any predictions? You want to throw out a 54-hole leader?
I
CBS.
think Goddard's for real. I think Goddard, Ludwig, Scotty, and Cam all have no excuses today. Zero excuses. You need to shoot 4 or 5 under today. Otherwise, it's a failure.
Joe, PJ.
I was gonna say Goddard up too, just because he's a shot ahead. I mean, even to that extent, even on that list, like I know Joseph, like you're already a little sick of the Hideki discourse, maybe a little bit from yesterday, but I also would put.
What do you mean?
You said you were just sick of everybody crowning Hideki yesterday morning, which was kind of
No. I said, and I'm happy to put this take on the record. Are we a little sick of the Hideki one-handed finishes that go to 5?
Is that what you said? I don't.
Oh yeah, we were like 10 years ago. That was over.
Yeah. Well, I know that people love to tweet about him, but I'm like, do we need to start getting on Hideki a little bit? Like, you know what, man? I've seen a little too many of those. I love Hideki, but he was complaining yesterday. He was like, no, and then it rolled to 3 feet. Hideki might need to get that in balance a little bit.
All right, Rory Birdie's 9. CBS is on the air. Turns in 32. He's going to eagle 13. He's going to send it right there. You get another eagle on 13. He's going to be leading. No, I don't have any predictions. We'll talk about it more.
This is my prediction. I have a visual aid. This is my prediction. We just need to, just watch the golf. Just watch the golf today.
Got a Rocky emoji.
Enjoy it. Just watch the golf.
Rocky montage going off on CBS right now. Who do we think's under the hood on this Rocky montage?
Andy just popped in as we're
outdoors.
Oh, I'm watching the broadcast. Oh, there he is. He's outdoors enjoying himself.
What's happening? Not the best audio environment here, but
are you able to get the data out there outdoors? Do you have enough Wi-Fi?
I figured you were in a dungeon somewhere with 18 different screens and monitors, just checking all the graphs.
I was looking at variants from the first 4 golfers on the golf course and forming a big opinion around it. No, what I've been enjoying is honestly, I've been like kind of like one screen all day.
Great.
Just watching golf, like actually watching the golf and the shots, and I'm enjoying myself. I really like the cadence of like, hey, every day isn't set up the same. I like that. We're testing. Okay, yeah, we're seeing who can play defense, and everybody was thrust into defense the first 2 rounds, and everybody's grinding out a score. And now today it's like, all right, go get it, boys. Go shoot a number.
Yeah, put it in the gear. Switch it up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We can see who played defense well the first 2 days, and then who can put it into high gear today. And I think that's going to be the compelling thing to watch today. It's like who actually hits the shots to shoot the scores.
Variety within the week, variety from year to year. That's good. Seems
variety
like
is the spice of life. You said it last night. That's it.
Yeah. No,
I don't like variety. I'm somebody that just likes to go to the same restaurant, order the same thing every day.
Any other thoughts as we go to CBS taking over here, Andy?
What do you guys think's leading at the end of the day? 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 7's the number.
I would take 7.
I like 7.
It's pushing
7, and I think it's 9 or 10 for the tournament.
I think 10.
7, and I don't think it's 7, and I don't think it's either Alex Smalley or Maverick McNeely.
Right.
God.
I think 10's going to end up being a winning number.
Nobody believes in Smalley.
No, he's a good player. We already did him justice. Alex Smalley's a good player. I do think he's going to struggle a little bit playing in the final group.
Final group on CBS at a major, different deal about to hit his.
It's CBS. CBS makes a difference.
No, I mean just on the major. So whatever. Last group on national TV on this weekend.
Makes a difference from ESPN.
It might. Hopefully it does.
I'm ready to sign off from Matt Berry.
Oh, come on. He's been fine.
I'll throw out a little 2-leg parlay for 54-hole leader. I'll go Scotty and Goddard up tied at 7.
Okay.
Did you guys do potty predictions?
No.
Where's potty at the end of the day?
He's 3 under now.
I think potty's at 2 under. I think he just holds firm. I think he stays in the defense position.
Well, he had all those duty. Did you see the America 250 with the bugle man? Well, he was with his fellow troops at 7:30 this morning doing the whole ceremony, right? With all the troops. PXG trying to become the first men's PXG pro to win a major. That's a big task on body shoulders.
Remember when they claimed Billy Horschel as a major champion for the FedEx Cup when they launched? Then they also claimed Zach Johnson's championships as their own.
There you go.
Pre PXG
didn't exist.
P Reed out of the bunker on 1 to 2 feet for a
There we go.
30. We're already going.
John Romberty, number
We're
1.
Going. Get P in the mix. Let's go.
Hey, has Hoey teed off yet? I think Hoey's late in the even wave.
He's through 2. He's through 2 Ricos right now.
Is he 2 under?
He is even through 2. So we have not moved yet.
All right.
Enough.
What do you think Rico gets to today? 4, 5 under?
Could get to 7.
He could get to 7.
All right,
if he
Rico.
wins, we might have to have a setup conversation.
Yeah.
you guys will have the setup conversation. Andy and I will see you at Eastlake.
All right.
Yeah. We'll be partying.
Rico Hoey.
Spieth won over through 10, but hitting it really well, I think, is the narrative that we were supposed to go with.
It's been so fun, guys, watching this T50 performance. He's so close. He's so close.
I can't quit him.
Drove it like a star.
Yeah, he did. Just missed some putts. The putter didn't work.
Home game at Frisco next year, though. Back to Texas. I mean,
well.
Made the cut. Home game. Models are off the charts.
You think Spieth's officially off the board? He can't win it.
Yes.
I thought that on Thursday. So, yes.
All right. Rico,
I'm going to get in on Spieth at one of these majors. I don't know where. But.
Yeah. The Spieth hate has really gone too far. It's like overcorrected a little bit. It'd be fun if he gets it back.
I think if we mic'd up Alex Smalley and showed him as much as Spieth, I think it'd probably be just as interesting.
Interesting. Okay, so you didn't enjoy Spieth yesterday. A lot of love for that shot on 11.
The shot on 11 was sick.
It was cool.
A lot of love for that shot.
I just think it's like a little overblown. The conversations. I feel like those conversations happen with everybody.
Oh, you mean with like Greller and going?
Yeah.
Shots? Yeah. Fair. Okay, that does it. Everybody enjoy the watch. We'll be back when play ends, 7-ish, 7:30. Probably right at 7 when they wrap up on the Fried Egg YouTube channel. Go on live. We'll bring in I think KVV's up there today. Bring in some boys, maybe. We'll have a good little recap.
Joseph might be drinking wine tonight. Unavailable.
I had the wine poured last night. Was just grinding through the newsletter. Didn't get there, but the wine was out, ready to go.
All right. Enjoy the watch. We will talk to you when play wraps.